Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to episode 19 of In the Moment Sports Cards. My name is James Hummel, better known as Tops North on Instagram. If you haven't watched this program before, I talk about all things moment cards, that being Topps Now, Panini Instant, and Upper Deck game-dated cards. Please subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment. I do go live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Even if you're not able to catch me at this time, not a great time, but that's okay because I always post my videos to my YouTube channel. Please do go watch them. Watch all my previous episodes. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any comments or ways to improve my show. So let's get to it. We are going to share what I'm going to talk about today. And that is going to be this week's mail and this week's cards. I am looking for new topics if there's certain things that you'd like to know about regarding all the different products from Topps, Panini, and Upper Deck. I do have an idea for next week's topic, as long as there's not too many cards that are released this week. So let me know. Again, let me know what you'd like to see. All right, so let's get started with the mail from today. Let's go back to this view here. So I did get some Panini Instant cards in this week. First up is the Anthony Edwards leads Timberwolves past Kings. That one had a fairly big print run of 861. Next up was a Kevin Durant. Nets win behind Durant's 42 points. This was a really low print run, actually. This is one of the lower ones that I've seen in a while. 76. And actually, there's a bit of a theme on that because there were a couple more from that particular release that were at that same print run. So next up is a Kevin Porter Jr. Again, also with a print run of 76. So really, really low. Lastly, on the basketball side is another Anthony Edwards. And that one had a healthy print run of 253. And then on the UFC side, I shared the second one in this series from last week's, which was this Artist Series card. And so I'm assuming leading up to every big event, they're going to get a different artist to do some artwork, like poster type artwork for the event. So this was for UFC 261. And this one had a pretty decent print run of 1,090. So yeah, some interesting, kind of like it. I don't know if they're trying to kind of steal the thunder from Topps with Project 70 and the kind of art card that they've been putting out. But yeah, fairly decent. I kind of like it. Might look pretty sharp graded. All right, so moving over to Topps now. Had two cards come in this week. One being two being a three, actually, being all Blue Jays. So here's the Bo Bichette from April. And that one walks off. Homer ties DiMaggio for most multi-game extra base hit game in first 87 career games. It's kind of an odd statistic to show, but still a cool looking card as he's coming home after his home run, kind of doing a jump shot with his helmet. So that's kind of a cool card. Here is a rookie card, one of my favorite Blue Jays, and he's probably one of the more favorite Blue Jays right now, although he's on the injured list, is Alejandro Kirk. 2 home run night, actually. So sadly, no parallels on those, but that's okay. Still like that card. It's a good shot of him. And then finally, I did get my relic card in of Vlad for his first Major League home run in Dunedin. So this was the first home run hit in the Dunedin Stadium because the Blue Jays are playing in have been playing in Dunedin. They're moving up to Buffalo soon because of COVID and restrictions. they can't play here in Toronto right now. So last year they played in Buffalo, all their major league games, and this year up for the first couple of months they've been playing in Dunedin, and then again, like I said, they're moving to Buffalo the next week or so. But yeah, kind of neat piece of base, fairly decent piece of base. It's a little dirty, and there's the authentication sticker. So there's this week's mail. All right, so moving over to the week in cards. So first up is some Panini instant cards. Lots of basketball, all kind of within one day. They didn't really have many other cards this week. They had a couple of others late in the week, but they weren't really fantastic moments. But they've got the big names there, right? LeBron, Malachi Finn. And then the big rookies, right? They got a couple of Cole Anthony. What do we got? Tyrese, Anthony Edwards. Steph Curry was the other big player name. But yeah, and then we had a Raptors card. Yay! Hello, the season's over. Boo! Of a Malachi Finn. So he had a couple of cards already. He had 3 cards from this past year for Panini Instant. So us Raptors fans, we're happy with that. All right, and so moving from NBA, we had UFC. So the fight was last weekend, the weekend before, and there were just those 3 cards highlighting that event. Kind of a couple of interesting shots from a couple of interesting action shots. So happy to see that. I think it's great that they're showing some, and they're actually producing cards for some of those big events. So really, really happy to see that. All right, so that's it for Panini. Moving over to Upper Deck, just 3 cards this past or for the last week, and now we're moving into playoff. They already started playoffs actually this past week, so it'll be interesting to see what happens after that. I know with the rookie redemption card, it's regular season cards, I think. So I don't know what happens now if this is the last week of regular season cards before they move to playoff cards, because there's a whole other redemption program with the playoff cards. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know if they'll make the rookie card, rookie of the month card available in the next week or so, even though the month is not over. But nothing too exciting, except for obviously this one card here in the bottom right-hand corner, which is the first time that there has been an all-African American front row or all-African Canadian front line. So that was really interesting to see for Tampa Bay. So good for diversity and inclusivity. And then moving away from hockey, but staying with Upper Deck, is a new game-dated program. So they just announced it this past week. It was kind of a sudden drop. They announced it, I believe, on Monday. They are doing these new game-dated moments, which could be any sport. So I'm going to guess it's not going to be hockey. I'm guessing it's going to be anything. The first card that they pulled out, I'll be honest, I'm quite disappointed. It's Trevor Lawrence. Every single major manufacturer, including Leaf, has had a Trevor Lawrence card now, right? Obviously, Panini had it for all their draft night cards. Topps had a whole Trevor Lawrence set. Obviously, nothing in uniform, but they had a whole Trevor Lawrence set. And then, again, like I said, Leaf has had a couple of different cards with under their Pro Set banner. But now we got Upper Deck joining the game with a game-dated moment. And the funny thing is that this is a game-dated moment from a month ago after his draft night. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. A few differences are that it is an open print run, unlike hockey, which is limited to 500 cards. This is a open print run. They have variations like the hockey, except it's not just a gold variation. As you can see, they have both a gold and a silver, and they also have a photo variation. I don't remember what the odds are per pack. It's the same price. It's like $4.99 or $5.99 per pack for one card. I believe the photo variation was 1 in 30. Yeah. I don't know if I'm Don't know if I'm happy with this. I don't know how it's going to go. I think this is good for their golf product that they just, the license that they just got back for golf last year. I can see them doing golf carts, considering, we just had the first kind of major this weekend, or, well, at least where they've released their product, because they did have the Upper Deck box product release a couple of weeks ago, I guess. So I could see them using this new game date and moments set for golf carts. I kind of hope that's, but I'm interested to see what else they're going to produce under this game date and moments banner. It could be interesting. They don't have licenses for anything other than hockey and golf. They do have their Goodwin Champions set, which is kind of all sports, but again, it's not athletes in their team uniform, and it's usually kind of one-off licensing deals that they have with those particular players or athletes. So who knows? Maybe it's going to kind of go along that line, but we'll see. It looks like it's going to be one per week, so we should see a new card on Tuesday. There's no need to run and grab this card at release because it is an open print run. I'll have to have a look or try and take a guess after Tuesday at how many they've produced of these. Yeah, more to come. So moving away from Upper Deck, we are on to Tops now. So soccer-wise, there wasn't really too much exciting. There was a couple of Bundesliga cards that had some parallels, but the kind of the more interesting set that they had available on the UK site only was this Rangers FC set for the Scottish Premier League. So they obviously won the championship for the Scottish Premier League. 10-card set, but again, only available on the Topps UK site, not available on the Topps North America US site. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of print runs are on there. Scottish Premier League, I don't know how big it is outside of Scotland or even the UK. Yeah, they've done these cards before. I believe I ordered a couple about a month or so ago. I don't know when I'm going to get those, but that's the interesting part for Topps Now Soccer. Moving over to MLB, obviously lots of cards came out this week, lots of exciting events that happened this week. We had a couple of one or two more no-hitters. I can't keep track anymore. There's already been 6 no-hitters so far this season, which is bananas for Major League Baseball. But yeah, we had Turnbull and we had Kluber. But tonight was Kluber. I don't even remember what night Kluber had. But a few other interesting cards. Had a couple of Acuna cards. Him wearing all his colorful arm guards make his cards really attractive and really bright and colorful. We got that Randy Rosarena grab over the fence, home run steal, so that's great. A couple of key rookie cards from Lee and Walls, and Cronenworth with the Padres. Padres are just really hot. And then Rhys Hoskins hit his 100th career home run while playing for the Phillies. And that is where we lead into autographs. Actually, there was a Rhys Hoskins. I didn't pick it up. But yes, there was a Rhys Hoskins auto relic that released today. And as usual, those auto relics sell out immediately. We did have the Acuna autograph. So he hit a walk-off home run, first career walk-off home run to beat the Mets. I love that photo, him doing the bat flip, really showcasing how much of a big name he is in the sport and kind of that face of the sport now. He's willing to celebrate, shoo away all those old timers that say, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that." Yeah, go for it. Celebrate those home runs. And then Kluber with his no-hitter autograph. And then the last one is McCutchen hitting his 250th career home run. We got an auto relic out of that. Again, all of these went quickly, which is great to see that the autographs and the relics are still keeping up, are still important, or still grabbing the attention of collectors. It's really great to see. Makes the program really strong. We did have an F1 race today. Monaco, not a very exciting race except for Bottas kind of losing it in the pits, which means there was a couple of people that bumped up in the pack. So, but yeah, kind of kind of a so-so race. But there was in my Tops Now F1 group, I was posting about guesses for what those cards were going to be for today, and someone kind of commented and kind of made me question if people really understand the Tops Now program. They were saying, oh, yeah, we've now got how many weeks of Verstappen cards, because we're figuring that Verstappen will have a card since he won the race, and I'm sure he will. But he won the race, and that's the purpose of Tops Now, is to showcase something big that has happened in a game or a race or a match. And he won. And would he have won if Charles Leclerc, had not had problems with his gearbox and had to just retire from the race before it even started? Who knows? Because it's Monaco, and Monaco is usually flag-to-flag race, right? But that is the moment. He won the race. And as much as Verstappen or Hamilton win each race in, race out, that's what's going to happen. That is the Tops Now program. You look at all the Major League Baseball Tops Now cards, and it's of events or memorable moments. And this was the other part that was brought up in the discussion, was what is a memorable moment? Why is 100 races a memorable moment? Well, you look at Verstappen, he's had 100 races. That's pretty damn important that he has now raced 100 races, and I believe all with Red Bull. So why wouldn't that be an important event or an important highlight for his career? So it's not, you have to take that into consideration. You look at Major League Baseball, like I said, and they showcase people that have hit 100 home runs, 250 home runs, when they've eclipsed someone, in the record books. Those are moments. Those are important. They may not be important to you, or you may not think, oh, so who cares? But it's still an important moment as part of baseball and a part of history of that sport. And it's going to happen. You look at, again, Major League Baseball 2 years ago in 2019, there were over 1,000 cards as part of the set, as part of the regular season set. So they're going to have all these moments that are going to make your head scratch, and make you go, yeah, that makes sense. But it's still kind of that part of that program. So take that into consideration when you look at the cards that come out, or take a guess at what the card comes out, which is fun to do, to try and figure out, hey, what's this week's Top Now cards going to be for F1 or for soccer or for baseball? What happened that was important to that player or important to the league, or what records were broken? That's what's going to make this is what this program is about. It's about moments or important records as part of that sport. Unlike all the other regular base cards out there, or other regular sets out there that are just, here's this player's rookie card, here's this player's card in a parallel or photo variation. No, who cares about those? We want to know what they've accomplished as part of their career, as part of the season, and what made them important as part of that season or a part of the game overall. Okay, I'm getting off my soapbox now because I'm just way too passionate about Tops Now, as you can tell. Hey, I've got this channel. So one comment I'll bring up is my buddy Luke in the UK. He's just watching an early Jays game. Yeah, I don't have it on yet. We were out for a walk, so I got to go. Are they winning? I don't know. I haven't seen the score. But thank you for watching, Luke. I always appreciate it. So that's it for this week. Again, not too much. Let me know what you want to hear about. I do have, like I said, I do have an idea of what I may want to talk about in the next couple of weeks, and that would be Bowman next. I don't think I've touched on that. I got to go back and have a look at my videos, because I'm now 19 episodes in, and I honestly need to keep track of what I've talked about and what I've showcased. But I am looking at talking about Bowman next, which is a program or a card that was started back in 2019. So definitely going to go and pull all my cards out from that set and showcase that off and talk about that product line. A couple more comments just before I end. Peeps, have you heard of Tops Now for Lewandowski? Yeah, Peeps, have a look at last week's episode or the previous week's episode. I did highlight Lewandowski because he again, I can't remember what the highlight was for his career. He had so many goals, but they did do a card for him, and they did a parallel. And I accidentally ordered 5 packs of that card. So hopefully I hit a parallel. But yeah, I did talk about that card a couple of episodes ago. Luke's saying, oh, score is 2-2 in the top of the 8th. Oh, I should turn it on because it's getting close to the end. Peeps is saying again, yesterday he broke the record, 41 goals, 50-year record. Well, there you go. So that, Peeps, there's a perfect example. This is going to probably be a Topps Now card this week. If in the next couple of days, I believe the UEFA, is it UEFA or Premier League? But the Euro series cards, they usually come out like Monday, Tuesday. Peeps, I have no doubt they'll probably highlight that as a moment. Again, a perfect example of what should be a Topps Now card. So, all right, that's it. I'm at the end of my show. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for those that have watched live, Luke and Peeps, and for commenting and joining. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit me up in a comments section even after the fact. I post this video, so go and have a look at all my previous videos if you haven't watched them before. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you'd like me to talk about. Even if you don't like something, let me know, because I want to make this show better. And one last comment, Peeps. Thanks, bud. See you next time. Yes, we'll see you next week on episode 20. Have a great week, everyone.